Hi, Cancer. I'm starting with you this new series tonight. I'm looking into what's their secret. So, whoever you have on your mind, let's peer into what they might be hiding from you, or even hiding from themselves for that matter, right? So, we're actually going to dive in straight into the tarot for this series. I've never done this theme or question, so you guys are my guinea pig. I hope you don't mind. Let's explore it together. I do want to give it, although I've pre-shuffled, I want to give it more of a shuffle. I mean, we are digging deep, right? We want to see what their secret is. Okay. So I'm going to see if pop-outs come out. If not, I will pull. I just wanted to do a shuffle before. Okay, that's a huge pile. That's a huge pile. Let's go for it. All right. Interesting. Already I see the Fool and Temperance together. Right in the middle of this. Okay, this person, I don't know why I felt like separating the 6 cards by groups of 2. This really stands out for me. You have the Fool and Temperance in the middle. I can show you if you want to see the cards. Fool is called Potential and Temperance is Temperance. The reason it stands out to me is that it's very 2 different energies. So you might experience this person as double-sided, right? And I think one of their secrets, or their secret, is only showing you one side at a time. If not only one side and never the other. So let's look back here. We have what's called the Spirit of Wands, which I believe is the Knight in this deck. It's reversed, along with the Sun in reverse. I think this person has an extremely fiery side to them. So the Fool, it's interesting. I'm wondering if it's even on the left-hand side of the Fool, so it almost belongs to the energy of the Fool. So there's 2 things. Either you see the exuberant side and they're hiding their very quiet side and you never get to experience that. Or it's the opposite. They kind of give you a, oh, I'm cool kind of vibe, but underneath is literally like burning passion, extreme, almost like I'm hearing chaotic energy. So the reason I guess I'm hearing chaotic is because this Spirit of Wands, this Knight of Wands, goes from one interest to the other, right? And so it feels chaotic. It's multidisciplinary, but it's also a bit on the scattered side, right? The kind of person that starts a gazillion things and doesn't necessarily finish those. Let's look at the cards here. I am going to dig deeper in terms of what's their secret besides just being their own secret. How does that, what's the bearing on you, right? With the bearing on the interaction with you, basically. But first, let's look at the Temperance side. Okay, this person also has a streak of, with the 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups here in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. This person is really an independent person. I think they like to do things on their own, especially with the Fool here. even with the Temperance, they could be fire. I mean, they're fire for sure. This is Aries and Sag primarily. I'm sensing, especially with all the fire here at the back. This person is a wanderer at heart. It's they're never gonna settle, kind of thing. They're primarily independent, but they're also primarily individualistic. And we see this with the Sun in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. What really matters is self, right? What they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. Cancer, that's a difficult energy with yours, right? You're such a tribal, gregarious, family-oriented person. This must be really difficult for you to interact with them. I think they show you a very cool side. I think they show you patience. I think they show you somewhat, I mean, they show you potential in terms of, and it's interesting because there's a word potential on the Fool, but I see potential on the Ace of Pentacles, and I sense that they give you the impression that it could be a good party, a good start, a good relationship. It feels golden. It feels very golden because there's so much fire here. It feels very bright, feels very warm. So very, I think you're very attracted, just like the dragon here. It's funny. I hadn't noticed. I'm thinking there's something about the being like, it's shimmery and it's nice to, like, eye candy kind of thing, you know, but not just like on the surface level. I think there's something really appealing, really engaging with this, about this person. But fundamentally, I think you're going to realize that they're quite individualistic. Pretty much not so organized. And so they're having a hard time build anything, you know, yet alone a relationship with you. I think they're too self-centered, I'm sorry to tell you. But they're very sweet, and they appear like sweet, tender, all the qualities that you would look for, Cancer, definitely. But I think you're being a little bit deceived, and I don't mean that this person has a mean streak and that, you know, they're doing it like to deceive you, right? To sort of lie to you, or not at all. I just think it's their personality, right? I think there's something behind. It's not that it's behind. It's just so fundamental that you cannot ask them to change. They can't stay in one place. They need to be on the go. They need to be doing a multitude of things. They need to invest all their energy into doing their stuff. So it's many things for them, but it's only their stuff, right? So they're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time reuniting or feeling like you're together in a relationship, right? It's gonna feel like parallel lives, maybe. So I'm gonna get my makeshift deck says, it corroborates. This is an adventurer. This is someone who literally is on the go all the time. You cannot change that. I'm going to pull a card here. I'm curious. Definitely. So if that's something that's more difficult for you to handle, the cards are really showing you that's the secret that you are not aware of about this person. And not to say that they really want to hide it from you. It's just, it's not what you see first off, right? It's not what they kind of... Okay. I'm going to take... No, I'm not going to take. There's a big pile. I was going to take maybe the first one on that pile, but I'm going to wait for one to really flip. Okay. Again, another big pile. I'm tempted to take the card. It says, just do it. It's the energy of someone who's on the go, who's just going to do what they feel a little bit like selfishly, right? Just, they're not going to think, they're just going to do. They're not going to consult with you and ask you want to do this together. That kind of energy, but there's no malice. It's just how they are. murky situation. Maybe they're involved in too many things. Maybe for you it'll come out as murky because you won't know what they're up to at each moment, where they are, with who, what they're doing. It's going to require patience on your part. But honestly, I think this person, it's just how they are. I want you to remember though, there's potential in terms of a relationship. I don't think the Ace of Pentacles is here and the Fool is here. So I really want you to know that it's not that it's difficult to have a relationship. You just have to know by this reading. With this reading, you're getting to know exactly what you're getting into. And I think this is what matters. Even if it feels murky at times, I don't think it's about someone really deceitful. I'm gonna pull one trinket. This person is a little bit of, how do you say? It's gonna take a long time for you to open their hearts. I think it's difficult. I think maybe the patience is one thing, but you're gonna have to have the key, right? So it's also the key to their secrets. Maybe the secret here also is about you sort of, if you want to kind of win their hearts and if you really want to have a relationship, I think you need to go on the adventure with them. I think you need to be adventurous. I think you're going to have to be quite open-minded with the Fool. You're going to have to be extremely patient, very soft with them. I don't think they will react really well if you try to, curb them, control them, confine them. I think that'll be a disaster. And I think the key to their heart, right, to what unlocks their hearts is it's really freedom. Give them their independence. Make them feel like it's going to be difficult, Cancer. Cancers really like to feel like they're forming a close bond. Unless you have different placements in your chart that basically allow you for this kind of flexibility, it's really obvious here in terms of the space you need to give this person, the time that you need to give them. Almost like, I'm gonna say, it's almost like don't give them too much attention, actually. You know what I mean? Like, not too much, don't be too much in their affairs. So don't pay attention to exactly what they're doing at all times. Do your stuff. Maybe that's a different way of putting it. You gain more independence yourself, more, you become a little bit more individualistic and less maybe fusional. And more don't bear any resentment here, because if you do, that's going to chase them away as well. Resentment will only create more murky situations. You're the sign ruled by the moon, so it'll be easy for you to fall into the trap of, being emotional, maybe creating even more confusion here. Adding to the confusion, right? If you interpret things about where they are, what they're doing, this would be like probably it wouldn't help, let me put it that way. All right, Cancer, I hope you got something out of this. It was a curious one. Thank you for being my guinea pig on this series, the first one for me to try out this spread and this question. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe. I'd love to see you again. Ciao, ciao.